What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more wait, what? This is not standard. We're going to be playing some Pioneer today. For those of you who may have taken a look on the YouTube channel, I believe it is in the, I think it's in the posts or members tab or something like that. I posted a poll the other day. With the current state of Standard, given how it is, I wanted to take a little bit of time off of it, so I decided that I'm not going to play Standard at all for the first week back from Orlando. And then we will get back to Standard at some point, so for you Standard watchers out there, don't worry, it is going to come back eventually. And I think the plan is for the next couple of months, or at least until they make a ban announcement, I'm just going to kind of have one specific day dedicated to Modern, Standard, Pioneer, maybe some potpourri day, like maybe Pauper, Timeless, stuff like that. And we'll just get a little bit of a variety on the channel over the next couple of months or so, and at least until November, until we get that dreaded ban announcement. So we're going to be starting off today with Pioneer, and I got a really sweet deck for you. But before I tell you more, a quick word from today's sponsor, Cool Stuff Inc. If you're looking to purchase Magic the Gathering singles, sleeves, sealed product, or deck boxes, whatever your heart desires, be sure to head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code DOOM at checkout to get 5% off of your next order and this exclusive Rhino token while supplies last. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. And with that out of the way, let us talk about Boros Exile. So for people who have been paying attention or watching the channel for a very long time, you may remember, I think the last time I played this was roughly about 13 or 14 months ago, so it's been a long time since then. And we came across and we came up with this really interesting looking Boros Exile deck. Now, the concept is, I guess I would say simple, but also complicated in the same regard, where you sort of have your entire deck built around this card, Drannith Magistrate, a card that Commander players just absolutely adore. It's a 2-mana 1/3, and it says your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. So normally you would kind of associate this with a sideboard card against very specific decks who are trying to play cards from exile. But it turns out there is actually a lot of cards that just make your opponent exile their card, and then they can play it from exile on a later turn. But if you have a Drannith in play, they can no longer play that card. Example, Tibalt's Trickery. It's got a lot of words on it. It says counter target spell. Basically, the rest of the text is they flip cards until they hit another spell and they cast it from exile. Well, Drannith Magistrate prevents them from casting spells from exile. So this is just a 2-mana counter spell if you have a Drannith in play. Aven Interrupter says, when this creature enters exile target spell, it becomes plotted. What that means is that your opponent can cast it for quote-unquote free from a later turn from exile. Again, your opponents can't play spells from other than their hand. A new inclusion, Lightstall Inquisitor, 1-mana 2/1, when it enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand, and then if it's a spell, it costs 1 more, and if it's a land, it comes into play tapped. Well, if they exile a spell, you guessed it, they can no longer play it from exile. There's also the Soul Partition, another one here, says 2 mana, exile a non-land permanent for as long as that card remains exiled. They can play it for 2 more. Well, again, weird, they can't play cards from exile. So you're noticing a theme here. The other interesting thing that's really cool about this deck is you have High Noon and Archon of Emeria, both of which prevent your opponent from casting more than 1 spell per turn. Well, remember that Tibalt's Trickery card that I told you about earlier? They play a spell, you Tibalt's Trickery their spell. They go to flip a card from exile, but when they hit a spell off of the Tibalt's Trickery, if you have a High Noon and an Archon in play, they can't play a second spell. So if you have either of these, Tibalt's Trickery is, again, just strictly a counter spell for a colorless and a red. Pretty good rate. So that's sort of the genesis and the entire concept of the deck. The rest of it is just some quality removal spells in the form of Chain to the Rocks, just the most efficient removal spell in the Boros colors. The downside is you have to be playing with mountains and plains, but for what it is, very, very efficient. Fable the Mirror Breaker, don't really think I need to explain this card and why this card's good. Has quite the history on this one. And then a couple of top-end cards, one Wandering Emperor, just because, you know, having cards at instant speed allows you to have sort of these like quote unquote double spell turns where you have Archon, you play a spell on your turn, you play a spell on their turn. And then Urbrask Heretic Praetor. This one looks a little strange, I get it, but so this card's, it's a 5-mana 4/4 with haste. It says, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library. So, remember, if you have a Drannith Magistrate in play, your opponent, instead of getting their natural draw for turn, exiles a card and they can play it. What if they can't play cards from exile? So, this likely should not be in the deck, but it is mostly in here for content purposes. So if you're watching this video, just keep that in mind. You may not want to use a Mythic wildcard in this one, Urbrask Heretic Praetor, but it is really fun, and we may or may not have gotten to lock somebody out in the matches in the video. So the mana base, pretty straightforward stuff. Some Boros dual lands. We have a little bit of utility in the Fountainport. We have to play a ton of these lands, so Elegant Parlor, Sacred Foundry, and Jetmir's Garden, because these are dual lands that are also mountain types for Chain to the Rocks. So that's why we're playing so many Elegant Parlors, is just for Chain to the Rocks specifically. And then some usual stuff in the sideboard: Voice for Control, Torch for small creatures, Rip for Graveyard, more High Noon against Phoenix, Sweepers, so on and so forth. Before we get to the video, I just want to say this deck, if you're expecting a lot of Is It Phoenix, you kind of get a little bit of an edge in game one situations with the main deck Archons and High Noon. So if you're worried about Phoenix, this deck might be the one to give a shot to. So with all of that said, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. It's good if they're playing creatures. What art is this Chain of the Rocks from? Is it's an arena exclusive, right? It's a good piece of artwork. I think I have to partition this, right? Yeah, I don't have a choice. Because if I hold up Aven, they're just going to play 2 cantrips. What does my Aven do if they play 2 cantrips, you know? Oh. I forgot I had that card in my deck. Do we win? Okay, hold on. We might just win the game. I forgot I played that card. I definitely forgot I played that card. What's my one spell? I mean, I could let him have a Phoenix for a turn, right? Think they have Floodmaw? I don't think they have Floodmaw. Okay, this does get a little dicey now, I'll be honest with you. Just a little dicey. I think I get rid of the Drannith at this point. I think I just go chained this turn and then partition the other one on their turn. I like that. And then we can set up for the... Oh no, I discarded the Aven. I kind of forgot about the Fable. Bruh. They'll eventually get there. Just in case they have land destruction main deck, I will split up the chains. Even though that's extremely unlikely. Ooh, High Noon activation, anybody? We did have the Aven lock, yeah. Well, the Archon lock is kind of just as good, right? Like if they didn't kill the reflection, because if they ever go to kill the Archon, we could just make a copy in response. Oh, well, we had the Aven lock anyways. Would they draw a Flood Maw this turn? They got something. I hope they're playing Phoenix. I mean, with Fable, I don't really need a 4th land. Razorverge Thicket. My guess is that High Noon is probably not great against Razorverge. I almost don't want to cast it. But fine, I will. It's good if they're like Boggles or some shit. Oh, Greasefang? Okay, question. Do you gamble on their 3rd land being non-basic? Or do you just want to hold up Aven Interrupter? I could also Paulo them. I can't cast Fable, I'll tell you that much. I definitely cannot cast Fable. It's one of these 3 for sure. It's a good bet against Fang. How many basics do they even play? Like 2? If even? Like they can't have that many basic lands. Yeah, it's like 1 maybe. So I think I've seen lists without any basics. I don't know what this card does. Deal 1 to a target player playing this walker, return a creature with main event access. Oh, so it just gets back Greasefang. That card's kind of cool. Alright, don't play a basic land. Please. Thank you. And wait, that was your 3rd land. Why did it come into play tapped? What happened there? Why game bug? And now we just have actual counterspell in our hand. Alright, I'm just gonna pass. I think if they don't play into my mana, I'll probably cast this end of turn. I mean, I'm just gonna Aven this, right? Yes. It's kind of free. Because I just want more pressure in play. That is your 1 allotted spell for the turn. Dude, Trickery plus Archon is so sick to me. I just find this interaction so good. I just love it. Like, this is what they call good deck building, you know? Like, in the non-meme way. Oh, sure, I guess I have High Noon too, but yeah, same shit. That's fair. High Noon does it too. Try it in Modern? I feel like Modern's a little too fast for a deck like this. Killing the Aven? I mean, do I even care? No. I don't think so. I do still have to hold up Tibalt here, but... Okay. Put a Fang in exile. Well, they can't cast it anyway, so it would just stay exiled, right? Yeah, honestly, this Overlord could end up being a problem at some point. Like, we don't really have a lot of pressure right now. Which means, I mean, I kind of have to play this and just hope that they don't have 2 Greasefangs. What do you do again? Return a creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. The creature is a vampire. Do they have one in the grave? They do not. That's true. I do have 2 High Noons. I'm at 18. Do I race the Chariot right now? Very easily, right? Yeah, because they play Chariot. I hit them for 5. They go to 7. They hit me for 4. Then I just sack, untap, kill them. So I think I'm just going to take the Sorin. Yeah, I gotta take the Sorin. Because that gives them lifelink. I just hope they don't draw exactly Greasefang. Yeah, that's fine. Because now we can even hold up the High Noon if they draw Greasefang next turn, so I think we're just chilling. Do you think the Chained are 100% needed in here? I mean, if you're playing a Boros deck, it is the best removal spell. That's awkward. You could maybe consider cutting the chains for Seam Rips if you wanted to try that. Like, obviously, they don't kill as much, but... Alright, am I high-nooning the Sorin? It's 6 loyalty? This shit is +2? I thought it was +1. Oh, fuck. Alright, I thought it was +1. +2? F. Yeah, we just take this. That is kind of awkward. I get this too. Oh man, how do I do this? How do I do this? So what's my out here? Draw Soul Partition to kill the Overlord. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I think I have to kill the Sorin, right? So I think what I have to do is High Noon the Sorin, untap, hit the Sorin with the Archon, hit them with the Spellbinder. They go to 9. Play the High Noon. I can actually go Fable into High Noon. Yeah, that's the line for sure. Yeah. That's the line for sure. Oh, right, I still can't double spell because of the Archon. Well, I mean, it's fine though, right? Because I mean, I could just take 9 and go to 4, right? So I think it's fine. Pathetic. Oh, well, that changes things. That certainly does change things. Do I really? I don't think I really care if they get back the Sorin with the Baelmerk though, right? Because that'd be post combat. Yeah, that Emperor was a huge draw. I didn't think of that, but that's another good reason to play Emperor, is that it's a high-impact flash spell, so it lets you, quote-unquote, double spell in these turns. Like, I hadn't thought about how important Emperor having flash is, but it is pretty huge. Well, the thing is, I don't think I actually have to kill them next turn now. Like, the Emperor can get me an extra turn. You know what I mean? Duress. Okay, that's their one spell. Cool with that. Okay, question. If I Emperor to exile that token, are they dead? I'm 1 short with a blocker. Because they make a 2/2. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I kill the 2/2. 3, 4, 5. I only have 8. I'm still 1 short that way. Okay, I'm going to let them make a token. I think I'm just going to kill the Baelmerk, though. Let them make a token. See what they get back. Okay. So cast this.
I'm not overconfident.
I mean, I guess we could just take it all and hope to draw Chained, right? They die to untap land. Ow? Still 1 minute short, right? Alright, let's make it 2-2. Simply just draw the Chained. And this is certainly a risky line, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so now what? Can I survive? No, because I just died, basically died of the Sorin. Maybe I was supposed to kill the Bailmerk that turn? But the thing is, if I kill the Bailmerk, I don't have any chance of killing them next turn. So, like, if I kill the Bailmerk, I'm guaranteed to give them an extra draw step no matter what. This is a close game. Definitely some tough decisions. Yeah, I don't think I can beat the Sorin here. Yeah. They're just gonna gain way too much life next turn. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Alright, rest in peace. Exorcise could be okay. Soul Partition good. Volley good. Was playing the Emperor just bait in the end. Yeah, I mean, I guess given what happened, given how the turn, like given what they drew and what they played, I would have won the game if I'd played the High Noon. So maybe playing the Emperor was bait the whole time. You could be right about that. All right, what are we cutting against them? We can probably trim Paulos. I don't know if Emperor is actually that good against them. I don't know what else I want to cut, though. Everything else kind of, like... It's really hard to sideboard in this deck, because everything is sort of... It looks like we're playing sideboard cards in our main deck, but the reality is those cards just kind of work with the rest of our deck, you know? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could try cutting Lightstalls because we're trying to be more of a control deck. So we're not trying to be as much of a beatdown deck. Yeah, I could buy that. Trickery sucks against them. Well, I mean, you still have the Trickery plus High Noon or Trickery plus what you call it? Trickery plus Archon line. I mean, you got to keep that, right? Yeah, Trickery is maybe a little bit worse against the discard spells, like once they know about it, so maybe trimming on a couple of these could be okay. Okay. I'm in. Look, if their plan was kill the first one, then now they can't do that. Now you gotta beat me the fair way. I mean, I guess they could try to kill both of them, but... Dude, if I get Maelstrom Pulse... Okay, I was gonna say. If I get Maelstrom Pulse, what do you want from me? You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I'll be mana efficient. Play this. Pulse would have been so bad. I really want to land next turn. Yeah, maybe we need to play 24. Because you do really need to get to 4. Very, like, every single time, yeah. It's hard to find cuts, though. Like, space in this deck is very, very limited. Because there's just so many moving parts, you know? Yeah, like here I just kind of have to pass. Which is awkward. I mean, the Drannith does block the Knight. But I kind of want to... Tricky spot. Let's play Drannith. Lets me attack for 2. I do think we should go back to 24, though, because this deck really does... With how many 2s it has, it really needs to get the 4. Because you want to be able to go, like, play High Noon or Drannith on your turn and hold up the Trickery. Yeah, we could trim on Lightstalls, too, maybe. I drew a 4th land. Fuck. Well, I guess. Because it is pretty important for the 4th land to come into play on tap for those double 2-drop turns. Something like that. Glenn, thank you for the 16. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. The mythical 3rd format. Wait, 4th format, you mean? Thank you for the 16 months, Clint. Yeah, if we had Fire Magic, I'd be in. I might double block this Greasefang. No, I probably won't. Hold. Honestly, I think we can still win this game. I think we legitimately can still win this game. Haha, you fool! Would you like to cast your spell? The exiled Liliana. Nice. I guess. We're taking 7 this turn and going to 3. Oh. Okay. We have a chance. They're throwing, they're throwing, they're throwing. Did Trickery get banned in best of 1 standard? Yeah, it got banned in best of 1. So we do have to chump block something this turn. We're not dead to a kill spell. We're pretty close to dead to a kill spell, but...
Finally, I'm home.
Or they have, like, snakeskin or something? Bitter triumph their own Greasefang. What did that accomplish? Okay. I'm with you. I don't really know what that accomplished, but... Alright. I mean, all of a sudden we're back in the game. They said good game. That means they have Witherbloom command? Oh my god! Come on! Oh my goodness. We just got dunked by Sorin. Alright, 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 alright. Like, this deck just can't... Yeah, thanks. This deck just can't really afford to miss a land drop. Or that's like, you know... You just kind of have to hit all your lands. Yeah, honestly, 25 could be nice, too. I think if I was playing 25, I'd probably want another Fountainport. Just some other utility land. Excuse me. All right, question for you. In this hand, what's better, Urbrask or Wandering Emperor? I mean, it's close. Wait, they're playing Scapeshift without the stupid land? Okay, I'm curious, because I didn't know this was possible without the land. Does anybody have a list for this deck without the Vestige? Because I'm curious to what she would play instead of it. Anything is possible. You sent it in Pioneer Channel weeks ago? Yeah, well, that was weeks ago. Now you gotta send it again. Because I clearly didn't see it the first time, right? We go in Fable or Aven? I think I'm just gonna hold up Aven. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. If the bang goes on. So what are they playing instead? I can't really tell. More Archways, more Echoing Deeps, Ipnu Rivulet. Yeah, I mean, this kind of makes sense, right? Like, I guess I'll even that. The Wandering Minstrel. Go Fable Tapland. Okay, I will say both Urbrask and Wandering Emperor probably shit against this deck, so it probably didn't matter. You even gave it a thumbs up? Okay, hold on. I don't remember, okay? Apparently the deck still works with no Vestige. Oh, okay, I remember that now. Okay. Dude, do you think I pay attention to the things that I thumbs up on Discord? I mean, I don't know, Chico Tech. I've been told by multiple sources that this deck is still more than playable without the Vestige. I mean, our opponent's going to kill us this turn. Like, you don't actually need it, right? I don't think you do. At least not for the combo turns, right? Like, I guess maybe Vestige opens up some potential, like, smaller land count lines, but once you get to 5 or 6, like, who cares, you know? Like, you're gonna win regardless. How does Minstrel work with Archon? I think no matter what, the Spelunking or Minstrel always... I'm pretty sure those always win over the Archon, right? I think. Alright, I mean, I could make him kill me here, but I think we get the joke. I don't... It's gonna take a while for them to do it, and I don't want to sit here forever, so... We are dead. Alright, rest in peace. Exorcise. Does High Noon actually stop the combo? Kind of wanted to see it. So basically what happens is they Lumra back Port of Carfell. Carfell sacrificed to regrowth the Lumra, and they just keep sacrificing all their lands to Lotus Fields every time, and then eventually they mill their whole deck, and then on the last, like once they've milled their whole deck, then they reanimate the Thassa's Oracle with the land. But they don't actually have to cast multiple spells, because they're just activating the land, so I don't even think High Noon stops the combo. My kill spells seem pretty bad. I'm going to keep the Urbrask. Just to try and, like, lock him out, I guess. Try this. Because basically, similar to Amulet Titan, they get to a spot where they just have an infinite loop, and they just keep getting back the same lands over and over again, and they generate infinite mana, and then they can just sack the Rivulet over and over again while returning it with the Lumra. I don't think I need a second one of those. The good thing about this matchup is they don't really have any kill spells. So if I just assemble the lock pieces, then we should be fine. They probably play bounce spells, right? I mean, I'd like to just get the Fable in play, but I don't know if that is too risky. Seems like it's probably too risky, right? I mean, can they kill you on Scapeshift in 4 lands? They get 3 Lotus Fields and a thing. I guess they don't have the Spelunking yet. Yeah. Alright, I'll just jam Fable then. Maybe they have a counterspell? Sure. Okay. Sure. 07 Fable. Oh, 07 for the Fable. That Fable is dead. I still kind of want to hold up the Aven. Whatever, I'm just going to deploy this. I don't know what their last card is. They got priority. I mean, how long would it even take to get all the achievements? Probably not that long, right? Like, that's not a whole stream's worth of content. Somebody asked that earlier, and I'm going to be honest with you, Scope It. I don't know the answer to that question. Does anybody in chat know how Archon of Emeria interacts with Spelunking? I actually don't know. Wait, okay, hold on. If I Aven this, can they ever win? Yeah, because they still have the other thing. Okay, you can have that. Because they have the Rivulet. I'll let them have it. Dude, I can't even attack now. They got too many walls. Layers, surely. You think so? So, like, because they played their Minstrel after my Archon, it would come into play untapped. But now, if I play an Archon, they'll come into play tapped. Is that what you're telling me? Nobody actually knows. Nobody actually knows. Stop playing reach blockers. You're shortening my clock. Cut that shit out, man. I'm gonna save that. It's the beatdown draw. That is true. 3 Minstrel is way more than 1 Archon, so. I'm not casting this Aven, man. Oh. We did it. And you guys didn't want me to play the Urabrask. Easy dub. That is, you do not get another draw step. You don't get a single draw step the rest of the game. We'll see you next time. We should play more Urabrasks. Okay, show of hands. How many people in chat knew what that Urabrask did before I just cast it? Ooh, baby, do you know what that, brother? Ooh. Is that an alchemy card or something? No, it's a normal card. Totally normal card. I don't think that's good here, right? I just want to find, like, more Avens to pair with the Drannith. Maybe I fucked up here. Maybe I was supposed to play Taplin on 1, and then Drannith on 2, and ignore these. Okay. Lock them up. It does come into play untapped. Now their Scapeshift is a lot worse. Okay. I mean, the fact that they played the Lotus Field does give us a little bit more time. I think, like, maybe it gives us one more turn. That was bad. I should have played the Lightstall first, because now they know that I have the Drannith. I thought I was going to play Tapland, but I think I should play the Lightstall this turn. Yeah, that's poor sequencing. Go. Go. Yeah, they probably exile land anyways. Oh wait, I just realized something. So the Wandering Minstrel overrode the Lightstall, even though the Lightstall came into play after the Minstrel. Is that how that should work? I didn't even realize that at first. Layer 69 versus layer 420. I don't think those are the actual layers, but... Post-combat land. We're gaming. Two replacement effects are attempting to act on the same action of the controller the affected permanent gets to choose. Oh, so in that case, it doesn't matter which came into play first and which came into play last. Because it's two replacement effects. So I'm assuming that that would work the same as Archon of Emeria, right? Because Archon of Emeria says lands come into play tapped. So even if I had an Archon, after they played a Minstrel, they would still get to choose. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Would they mill? Nothing good. That's good. Because I can't counter the Port of Carfell. I need to find a threat at some point, because they're fucking... These idiots just block so well. Alright, man, you got lands. You have lands. Wait, they did that for one Sunken Citadel? Really? Did they think they had more lands in the graveyard? I can't let you have that. Cannot let you have that one. They don't need to cast spells for the rest of the game. Don't they? Oh, because they just get back the Loomer, right? No, they don't have a Lumra. They get back this. Wait, no, this is fine, right? Like, we're not just dead. Okay, well. We didn't draw any spells, so we might be dead, but... yeah, whatever. Yeah, Thalia is legal, like the OG Thalia. The issue with Thalia is you have a lot of non-creature spells yourself. The Tibalt Trickeries and the Soul Partitions. And making those cost 3 mana is really sketchy, given how many 3-drops you already have. So I don't really know if this is a good Thalia deck. But it is really good in certain matchups. Yeah, the Lightstall was pretty bad this game. Even though I had the Drannith, it was like they just exiled lands all the time, you know? And I mean, Lightstall is going to look worse against this deck because they just play 35 lands or whatever. So this is definitely not the matchup for Lightstall. I will say that for sure. Am I dead yet? I gotta be dead, right? Surely I gotta be dead. This has got to be like one of the worst possible matchups too, because my whole deck is basically predicated on them forcing them to cast spells, or like preventing them from casting spells. But their combo just doesn't even involve casting a single spell. If we Aven the Analyst, I mean, it's a different game, right? They would have resolved stock up. Nah, there's no Nahiri's Resolve. I don't even know what does Nahiri's Resolve do? Yeah, I think we can save some time here. I think we are good. The dancing clown in a circus was in town. I mean, it's got Drannith double Aven. I'm keeping it. Blue-white control, maybe? Jador. Yeah, definitely blue-white control. Run it. Esper. All right, prediction this game. Drannith Magistrate is going to deal 17 damage. Just let him have that. Well, I mean, now it doesn't even have to deal the full 20, right? You think it's Pixie? I mean, it could, yeah, it could be Pixie. I was going to say it could also just be like Esper control or something, but could be Pixie, yeah. This Drannith is going the distance. He's going for speed. I think I'm good on the second eye, dude. No. Can't let you have that one. Alright, I mean, we got him to tap out. Why not Aven Thoughtseize? Because I was pretty sure they had a counterspell that turn, and if I Aven the Thoughtseize and they counter it, they just take the other Aven. Right? I mean, I didn't find anything good to resolve this turn, but I guess we can go High Noon, hold up Aven? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Maybe cycle into turn if they don't do anything. They turned on their Verges. I guess this is sketchy if they then kill the Drannith now. Okay. Kind of wanted that 6 land now. Go? Awkward? Yeah. Not liking our spot here. At what point do I just start jamming these Fables? They just have so much fucking mana. I think they just don't want to pay life for the fish. Are you casting a spell? So here's the thing. I don't actually care about that card, but if I let it resolve, my Aven gets much worse. So I think I should do this. Wait, streamer, you know that Supreme Verdict is uncounterable, right? It's like the Walter White meme. That is a fucking fantastic draw. Holy shit. That is the best draw in the deck. Well, that one actually is not good against Verdict, if they have a second one. Do we cast Fable here? It's really risky, because if I cast Fable, they can go kill Drannith, untap, slam Verdict. I think I just let this happen. Oh my god, it's so tempting though, because the Fable does kill them next turn. It's 5 damage, right? They can do that anyways? No, because I can Tibalt's the removal spell. If I don't play the Fable, I can just Tibalt's the removal spell, and then they can't play the Verdict. Right? You know what I mean? I'm gonna jam though. It's too high upside. Can still Tibalt's the removal spell? How? Literally how? Okay, well, I mean, I don't give a shit about that. That's fine. You can do that all you want. I'm cool with that. You know these cards are reciprocal, right? They're not one-sided. What if I just didn't counter this? What if I just fucking let him have it? Like, they still have to play another relevant spell next turn. I don't think I care. See, now I don't think I'm casting Fable. Right? Yeah, I think I hold the Fable. I think? Yeah, I'm gonna hold the Fable. Yeah, we can also set up a line where we go like Soul Partition the Aven Interrupter. Okay, well this just doesn't even matter. Because they get to cast one spell next turn, and I just counter it. Unless it is exactly Verdict. Verdict would do it. That would be kind of awkward. Yeah, they could find another Verdict. That ain't no Supreme Verdict. Dude, playing Tibalt's Trickery as God intended. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Tibalt's Trickery as God intended. This deck is so fucking cool, man. Okay, I guess they can kill the Aven and go to 1. Yeah, they kill the Aven, go to 1. I wonder, if they go to kill the Aven, if I just partition my own Aven, and then Aven their next card. That's also just good enough, right? Right? So, okay, hear me out, right? I can't kill them this turn regardless. Yeah, I think this is right. I'm pretty sure this is right. Because they go to 6, and then any spell they play, I just snap Aven. Literally any spell, and then they're just dead regardless, because I have 2 lethal creatures with the High Noon. Okay, I mean, that's not gonna do it. Did you play a spell? I'm sorry, did you play a spell? They could have, like, a life gain spell, I guess, but yeah. God damn, this deck is so nice. It's like, when it all comes together, it's just so beautiful. It's like a work of art, you know? Just a beautiful work of art. All right, voice, for sure. Gobakhan. How do we feel about Soul Partition against them? It's like pretty good on your own stuff, right? Yeah, I mean, this isn't even a control deck. This is a prison deck. Who are we kidding? We do Exorcise for lockdown, maybe? You think they're a lockdown deck? They might be. They don't even have counterspell mana up. They probably have a kill spell, though, so I don't want to play Drannith yet. I'll play Invasion first. Gobakhan. The Gabagool. Wait, why didn't they... What? Oh, because they have planes for stock up next turn. Okay. I am going to take your stock up. Ooh. So now... I mean, ideally, I'd like them to not Tishana's the Fable. Honestly, I'm down to just do this. Maybe this is just stupid, but... I did go to Orlando, yeah. I lost playing for day 2. Voice of Victory. This is like a little overextending into a verdict, but... Okay. And now they just can't even play the stock up. Playing round 1 in Orlando? Yeah, round 1 was the only mirror match that I played, and the only reason our games took forever is because we were both comboing each other off. You know, I'd really like to deploy a Fable this turn, but I don't know if that is in my best interest. Because they do just have the Wrath there. Yeah, I think we gotta pass here. I think I'm just in a horrible spot here. Because, like, they sort of have the initiative with the Fountainports, and I just can't ever tap out, but they never have to play anything. So I think I'm just in a terrible spot here. The issue with trading a creature for the invasion is they eat the Drannith. But maybe I just have to do that? No, it just doesn't accomplish anything, right? I mean, I guess it flips the invasion. Yeah, it flips the invasion, which means I can use the flip side of invasion to counter the Wrath. Kind of, and maybe not have to hold up the Aven. Really? Surprised they blocked that one. Okay. Now I can maybe jam Fable. Oh no, I can't jam Fable! Because this is casting a spell. Fuck! Awkward! That is what we call good deck building. Wait, really? Wait, they're just doing my job for me? Okay, I'll let you have that one. Interesting. Okay, so now what happens? Now, I play Fable, they Wrath, I sack Light Shield, they lose their guy? I mean, that's pretty good, right? I think. Because then I can use the enchantment this turn to protect, and then next turn hold up Aven for whatever their next spell is. Presumably they probably have the artifact, right? I forget the name of it, but the artifact. It's interesting. Yeah, the monument, the river churn. What does this thing do? Mills half their library, so that doesn't kill me, it just mills half of whatever's left over. Yeah, I don't think I have time for more Fables. Yeah, land is good. So now we Gobakhan to see what their last card is. And then probably just hold up mana. Oh, okay. So flip the other Gobakhan. I think we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, I'd prefer to have the High Noon in play, obviously, but... I guess instead of flipping the thing, we could have just went Archon with the treasure and still hold up Aven. Maybe that was better. But it's nice to be able to flip the Light Shield so that if they have a Wrath, I can just let it resolve. I don't think I'm ever countering that. Yeah, I mean, now we just win, right? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't quite have lethal next turn, but we're close. Mill half. I have 10 in deck. Oh, wait, the Aven just lethal, right? 4, 8, 9, 10, 14. Yeah, this is just lethal. I was trying to think if I'd let it happen and just Light Shield Array, but... yeah, the Aven is still just now lethal, right? That is 14. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I have the Aven locked too with the Fable. God, this deck is so nice! Banger hand. Fucking banger-ass hand. Do I want land 4 with this hand? Kinda. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna do some YouTube videos with these. I don't know about all of them, but definitely some, if not most of them, will make it to YouTube. Blade of the Oni. Archon Gamer or no? Heistotron, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Archon Gaming or no? Archon Gaming is kind of sketchy if they play Annex. So, yeah, let's just not do that. Nobody's gambling. Chat, 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left! Not a single person has gambled so far. Chat, last gamble of the evening. You're just going to let it go like that? Come on. You're just going to let it go like that? I'm going to need some more participation out of you guys. You're letting me down. I mean, I'll find an answer for a 3-1 eventually. I mean, it's a close race. Oh wait, now they can kill a creature because I can't even because I played a spell. God damn it. Well, I mean, I guess I have to cast this. I feel like I'm not winning this game. Yeah, okay, this might be a bad matchup. Yeah, mono black all discard spells appears to be a rough matchup. Okay, Exorcise good. Heistotron, thanks again for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Gobakhan, maybe? Partition's definitely good. I can't imagine this is an Urbrask matchup. And can trim... Probably not a great Lightstall matchup either. Let's try that maybe. Is going to be a rough matchup for this Boros deck because they not only have a pile of cheap interaction, but they have like endless amounts of threats, and you have to answer every single one of them because they all just sort of win the game by themselves. So yeah, it does seem like it would be a really tough matchup. Yeah, they just played a 2-mana 3/1. Now, granted, I mean, I have 8 ways to kill it in my deck, and I didn't draw one, but, you know. I'm not Tibalt Trickerying their spell. Okay, new idea. Ready? Ready? So, the new plan, right, the new sideboard plan, is to board into 4 Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger in matchups like this that you're just like extremely unfavored in, and you just YOLO and try to Tibalt your own 1-drop. And just hope that you hit. I mean, they're definitely not going to hit an annex. Well then, yeah. I think that's gonna do it. I'm getting hungry. Gotta eat some din-din. Getting a little tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a lot of fun tonight. I think that I wasn't sure what we were gonna do tomorrow, and I think we just might play some more Pioneer tomorrow. This shit was so fun. Maybe we'll do some Pioneer brewing tomorrow. There's a couple of decks that we didn't get to today that I wanted to try. Specifically this Demons deck. This Demons deck looked like a banger, which was like Shiko, Valky, Rafine, Jace. Like I'm definitely gonna try this deck at some point tomorrow. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you all being here. Hope you had a great time. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for supporting the content as always. I had a lot of fun today, and I think we're gonna play some more Pioneer tomorrow because this format looks awesome. And it certainly looks a lot better than Standard, so